Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first stream for Abandon All Hope. Brief introduction to us. We are a bunch of streamers and our role players that thought we'd have a go at streaming an online game. So we are going to be starting with the Dragon of Icespire Speak Essentials kit. So anything that you'll see here is also used. Is also available. We're using Roll20 and D&D Beyond. Hashtag not sponsored. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and stream every Friday from about 7:30-ish. I say ish to avoid any problems. And yeah, any feedback's appreciated. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay.
What I did was doing some tests on some people for COVID and that.
Sorry, bear with me. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do the introduction to how the game begins, and then I'll allow the players to introduce themselves.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure I'd want it.
So you'll have to excuse people in the background. Obviously, for COVID purposes, people can't leave their houses at the moment.
Yeah,
So-
no, John's on. He got a letter from
Okay,
church.
so the adventure starts off in Fandaling, which is within the Forgotten Realms, and the introduction goes: driven from a land's farther north by more powerful dragons, a young white dragon named Cryovane has descended upon the Sword Mountains, claiming the snow-capped range as its domain. Typical of its kind, Cryovane is dim-witted and cruel. The dragon patrols the skies around Icespire Peak, surveying its territory while hunting for food and easy treasure. With each passing day, the dragon's domain grows as it ranges farther across the land, preying on anything it can catch with its claws or freeze to death with its icy breath. Sightings of the dragon are becoming more common, such as are its attacks. A crumbling fortress to the northeast spur of Icespire Peak serves as the dragon's lair. Cryovane seized the icy fortress from a tribe of savage orcs, killing the orc war chief and forcing the tribe's survivors to flee into the foothills and forests. Enraged by the death of their war chief, the orcs have called upon ancient allies, evil shape-shifting half-orc spellcasters, who bless and advise them. These half-orcs worship Talos, an evil god of storms, and many dwell in the dark depths of Neverwinter Wood. In stormy weather, they gather on remote hilltops to summon Gothok, the Thunder Boar, a primal entity that serves Talos, and like the god it serves, Gothok delights in destruction. The orcs aren't the only creatures thrown into upheaval by Cryovane's sudden arrival. A manticore driven from his mountaintop nest by the roving white dragon has migrated to the foothills and begun terrorizing folk living on the outskirts of the mining town of Fandalen. Other monsters in the region have become similarly displaced. And we now enter the town of Fandalen. The frontier town of Fandalen is built upon the ruins of a much older settlement. Hundreds of years ago, the old Fandalen was a thriving human town whose people were firmly allied with neighbouring dwarves and gnomes. Then an orc horde swept through the area and laid waste to the settlement, and Fandalen was abandoned for centuries. In the last 3 or 4 years, settlers from the cities of Neverwinter and Waterdeep have begun the hard work of reclaiming the ruins of Fandalen. The new settlement is now home to farmers, woodcutters, fur traders, and prospectors, drawn by stories of gold and platinum in the foothills of the Sword Mountains. The arrival of the White Dragon threatens to destroy all that they've worked for to rebuild. A call has gone out to local adventurers from the mayor of the town, seeking help to help control the creatures or the rogue elements that are coming around the town and are hindering its growth. And
I think
as
it's
such, our
unfair.
adventurers have responded.
I've lost 2 ponies.
So, guys, if you want to introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. My name's Dan. I shall be playing the character Proximo, who is a level 1 human fighter. Nice and simple for my first D&D 5th edition game.
She was, apart from having diabetes.
That's pretty much everything I know about him at the moment. He's a level 1 fighter.
Vegetarian for the last 24 years.
Well, I'm Shane, and I'm playing a human monk named Drayson Khan. Just fresh out of the story. He's got an ID, kind of works out and what to do with his life, but what do we get to do? So, let's see.
Time out a sec. Shane, your mic is very... is everybody else hearing Shane not okay? Or...
It's robotic.
Yeah, it's helping me. I wasn't able to make out a lot of what you said.
So, while Shane fixes that, I'll introduce myself. I'm Creeper Magnet, AKCM Gaming. I am playing Fast Duck, Cragbeard, the Dwarven Druid. Bit stubborn, but we'll see how this goes.
Dang, got it sorted yet. I'm Voodoo. I shall be playing Thoven Blackwood, who is a rogue, former criminal and spy, who has a severe gambling addiction.
Hopefully it's going to remain.
I can bet that's gone well.
And so we'll start. The town of Fandalen, you've received the call from the mayor, and you've been requested to attend their home, or his home, and his home is located to the east. So you make your way to his house and await essentially for a response. But you've been waiting for the best part of an hour now.
How long does this bloody mayor take to answer? Oi! Open the door!
You hear a voice from inside. If you're a dragon, know that I'm far too thin and bony to make a good meal.
Oh, you've heard my voice a bloody 1,000 times. You think I'm a dragon?
You look at the door and all of a sudden a slot opens and a pair of eyes stare out of you. Who are you? What you want?
Where the hell?
You're the what now?
What he said.
You called us here, and you're asking us who we are. Did you call us here without actually knowing what we looked like?
I don't know. Wait, are you here for the jobs?
Yes. Yeah, we're here to be hired.
Right. Okay. Fine. That's fine and dandy. Okay. You look like a bunch of. Do you actually know what you're doing?
So far, yeah.
Right.
You said the miss down at the mill was in trouble, so I came.
Yes. Right. Okay. I'm not sure you can handle the stuff that's going on. So I'm going to make it easy for you. Right. Let's see how you go first, shall we? Right. Do you know Umbridge Hill?
Yeah.
Yes, excellent. There's a midwife there named Adabra Gwyn. She's up there on the windmill. That's on the peak of the hill. Do you know her? She's probably
she's the only midwife and the best seller of potions in the area.
Yes, that's
the only seller of potions in the area.
Right. With the right. You need to go talk to her. She needs to come back into the town with the dragons coming around and causing so much uproar. She needs to come back into the town for safety. So, if you go...
You mean that winged lizard what keeps flying around?
Yeah, the bastard.
bloody thing froze with my grape field.
Right. So yes, go make sure she's safe. Bring her back if needs be, but I'll leave that to your judgment and hers. You never know. You know what she's like. So yeah, if you do this, your basic reward, I'll give you 25 gold pieces between you.
Each.
No, this is a mining town, sir. Well, do you know how much money we have?
More than that.
Well, I was kind of hoping you'd be able to tell me, because I'm not entirely sure. I'm not the treasurer. So,
Well, you are the mayor.
do you want this
Did
job
you
or not?
point me in the direction of the treasurer? Out of interest.
Wait,
Who are
every
you,
time
man?
you've needed money out,
That didn't last long.
Right, just
I'm-
do this. Then you go from there, right? So, to
wait,
the
every
east.
time you...
Wait, no,
We
that's
can
the
do
east.
it for 40.
That way.
10 each. That sounds more than fair to me.
Pardon?
10 each, 40 gold.
What? No, 25. Take it or leave it.
I'll just sit there and shrug my shoulders and start walking off.
So, it's over this way. Come on, you.
So you actually know your way around here, Thasup, yeah?
Somewhat. Well, she's where I usually get my barley from. How else do you think I make my good ale? She's the only windmill here.
But so while you walk off, all you hear is pricks slam the little eyepiece
Heard
shut.
that.
Good.
Now
I'm going to tell the dragon where you live. No, if you want to scare the mayor, I'm telling the dragon where you live. And I'm walking off.
Right, lead the way to this bloody windmill then. Goddamn postal service by the looks of it, rather than a slayer.
Well, it's more escort service than postal because we're not really delivering a package.
Oh, I might be. On the end of my foot to that mare.
That won't be a very good delivery.
How far away is Woman's house?
Umbridge Hill is... It's not that far, actually. I think it's about 10 kilometres, if that.
Wow.
So it's quite local to the town.
25 gold for a 20-kilometre
Only a
walk.
few
doesn't
hours.
seem too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long to get
So,
there.
Well, that's the morning exercise sorted. What about you guys?
I wonder what issue she's having today.
While you're in the town,
Already.
is there anything you want to... Do you need supplies or anything? Or are you happy
Well,
just to continue on as you are?
I think
Yeah.
I think we've got all our gear we need. Considering if we wanted any health potions, the only place we can get them is on the place we're going. Don't think there's anything else we'll need.
Oh, money for that, and I haven't got that much.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start walking there then.
Let's go.
Me too.
So wait, which one of us is actually leading the way?
Well, you know where the place is, so you should go on.
True.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll follow your lead. So.
Wait, haven't you all been in this area before?
I've only
Oh,
just
yeah.
back into
Apparently, I do come from Fandolin, but since it's only been resettled in the last few years, I probably wasn't born here.
True. Usually only have been around this area for a few years. I've been living in the forest for about 20 years now. Let's go this way.
Okay.
Okay, do
follow the dwarf.
you have a marching order? Well, you don't need it at this point, so... Okay.
Marching order is we're moving as a clump.
Okay, so you make your way to Umbridge Hill.
For maximum safety, we're moving in a totem pole.
With the dwarf on the bottom.
I'm not the strongest.
No, but you are the stoutest.
Right, so I'm bringing up Umbridge
True.
Hill.
It's a big ass hill.
Cool.
Right.
So we're approaching from
Okay, so you're approaching from the south?
southwest, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I don't think we'd get that close yet.
Oh, okay. Apparently that's me there.
Yep. Look for one with your name under it.
Right.
I've also positioned you all on the south of the map.
Cool, okay. Oh, where have I just gone?
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Why is he there? Get rid of that one.
That house looks like it's got a propeller on the front.
And that one. Get rid of that one as well.
Well, it is a windmill.
Yeah.
It tends to have a propeller on the front. Or a big ass sail, as they call it.
Several sails.
Yeah, I know the setup. I really should put stickers down. 43.
So, guessing we can't see over the hill yet.
No, not yet. Well, you can see up the hill. You can see from where you are. You can see the peak of the hill. So
So we can probably see this windmill from here.
yeah, in the distance.
We probably can't see that manticore that's in the ruins next to the house.
Yep. So the introduction to this is built on the slope of Umbridge Hill is an old stone windmill. Surrounded by an iron fence. A large winged creature with spiky tail is trying to knock down the windmill's front door. A woman appears in the second window, waves at you and yells, "A little help!"
Why she? We may need to get to her now. Seems like she's got a bit of an issue.
Okay.
Well, a bit.
I'm not super confident in our ability to take on whatever this thing is.
What's that beast?
Yeah. Can we make
Can I
a roll
attempt
to find out what it is?
Pardon?
Can I attempt a nature roll to see if I can tell what that creature is?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we beast.
So that is a 16.
Okay, from this distance, you can tell that it's a manticore from the shape of its wings, the tail, the general silhouette of it. Your knowledge, you know what it is.
I have a +0 to nature.
Gonna turn and look at the group. The mayor said she's in a bit of trouble. He didn't mention the bleeping manticore.
Leaping.
No,
We may need to get over and give her a hand.
I'm not sure if this is worth 25 gold. Split 4 ways.
Well, what he never mentioned is who gets the resources of a manticore.
Well, I'm up for it if everybody else is.
Also, I think the thing of saving the only person who can make health potions here, as well as probably deliver a baby correctly.
Right. So those, the two building things at the top of the map, are those just the upper floors of the windmill?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So,
I should say as well that as you're walking up the hill, to your left, you can see what look like piles of rocks. You can see a couple of them at the moment, so they're all lined sort of equal distance apart. Yeah, you. Sorry, I'm flicking windows. Thestok will know that they are the local dwarven cairns. Where the burial of ancient dwarves were buried.
I thought there was already pre-made graves ready for us.
well,
See how we roll.
Probably going to be a
it
very
might be.
short adventure.
So, Oi, you in the armour.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind going first? You're most likely to take a better hit than us.
I suppose that's why I've got a shield, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Don't
I
worry.
can't get the idea out of my head of somehow using the windmill to blow the manticore away.
Well, do you have wind magic?
I don't have any wind magic, no. I've got a rope, so if we
Well-
can tie the rope around the supporting arm of the windmill fans, and then pull it really, really hard, and then the wind will go and
So wait.
hopefully blow something away.
You want to climb up there, tie it round, wrap
Yeah.
it round a bunch,
Yeah.
and then give it a yank whilst the manticore's biting your ass.
Everything apart from that last part, yeah.
Well, I've got an idea. You keep it occupied while we tie it up and do all the.
So,
Okay. I think, yeah, if nobody else has got any sort of ingenious plan.
well,
that
the idea I've got is the
Oh.
manticore's just a beast after all. We do enough damage to it, it's probably going to want to flee for its life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, how you deal with a bear except for this is a lion with a man's head and scorpion tail. Same thing.
Yeah, well, you got to die of something, right? So.
While you guys are discussing what you were doing, I've already walked off. I'm going to try and sneak past it and try and sneak into the windmill.
Okay.
It's my 30 feet.
Well, I don't think we're on initiative yet, so...
No, as you walk closer to the windmill, what you'll hear is sort of growls from the manticore, and you just hear faintly on the wind. Let's see, how far away are you? Okay, yeah. You just hear just faint words that you're just catching on the wind. Sort of, village, idiot! But with a sort of grunting sort of noise behind subtly in the voice.
Is it coming from the manticore, or...
You don't know yet, you're not close enough.
I'm guessing it's the woman cursing the mare.
Probably.
So if we're not in initiative, we can just move straight up to it then, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
Bear in mind, you've only got
do it.
30 feet walking distance.
Each square is 5 foot, yeah?
So, you do, on Roll20, there is a ruler.
Is that?
Yeah.
It's the little circle with the line coming out of it. So, either any of you guys got any ranged weapons?
Yeah, me.
Why did someone put a cross in? Right, okay.
I'm trying to find this ruler. I can't find
It's
it.
on the left toolbar.
Oh,
Left toolbar, fourth one down. Well, I've got something that may draw us attention.
are you going to be the bait?
Well, if we draw it away from the windmill, and we all jump it at the same time, the only issue is whether how close I need to get to hit it with it. Because
Okay, do you want to
I've not got the best of throwing arms.
move yourselves forward?
I'm trying to.
Do or do
You need
not?
to go back to the arrow at the top of the bar thing to move your dude.
Or you can click and use the arrow keys to move.
That's a good idea.
So, wait, play it.
Right.
Armor guy.
Now, as you get closer, you hear more insults. Again, the guttural voice shouting out, "You hideous foot-licking worm!"
I think she's yelling at the manticore.
There's obviously, as we get closer, there's some sort of wall or fence around the outskirts. Not where the actual manticore is, but
I don't know.
Oh,
Sort
yeah,
of-
it's out of
right in front of us.
fence, yeah.
So, are we going to try and stealth up to it before we jump it?
Of course.
I just want to know how tall that wall, fence, hedgeway, or whatever it is.
Let's have a look.
Well, some of us can stealth. Some of us might be a bit clunky in that nice big cheek.
Well, at this point, we start rolling for stealth.
Nah, he's just got a dinner bell on him.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for stealth. Which is Dex.
He's just a walking dinner bell.
Nice.
There should be a stealth button on your skills.
Yeah, for D&D Beyond, you'll have stealth.
Second skill
Proximo
from the bottom.
will try to be as stealthy as possible.
And then you just click for plus whatever bonus and roll.
Thought I might have.
You're only supposed to roll once, mine.
He didn't roll properly the first
Yeah,
time.
I'll let it go this once.
And I believe... Froven, what armor is it you're wearing? Scale mail.
Leather.
So you're fine. You're a bit clunky.
Okay, no.
So as you get closer, the manticore stops hitting the door. Wonders what's behind.
Prox, you've got to roll with disadvantage in scale mail. So roll twice and take the lowest.
Who now?
Because you rattle.
Okay.
Was that me? Or
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It comes
thought
with a
it
side
does-
effect
does
of
sort of stuff
wearing
on mine.
metal armor. You tend to rattle.
Yeah, I get that. I had disadvantage. I was just thinking that.
Oh, I don't know if it did it
doing stuff like that
automatically.
also.
I'm not sure with the app. But things we figure out.
Yeah.
And of course, welcome everyone to our first session.
Yep. Okay, so you get closer now. The manticore's starting to really think that something's behind it. Who's closest? Thoven, can you roll and yeah, roll perception.
Okay.
An 8.
Okay.
And why is...
As you get closer, you're peeking through the iron fence. You can see that the manticore looks a bit thin. From it looks like it's. You can see that it's got matted hair. It's looks emaciated, as if it hasn't eaten for days, and you can hear it shouting out as it hits as it's kicking the door. "You free-covered blade sword moron!" I should also mention
Sounds like
I'm
it.
using Vicious Mockery insult generator for this.
Sounds like it's just shouting random words it's heard.
So, just to clarify, the manticore is actually speaking in human tongue.
Yeah, it's a bit broken. But it's using a language, so it's using kind of
Right, okay.
common.
Broken common.
It
Right.
does have a face of a human, so the vocal cords are there.
Okay.
Oh.
Can the other guys hear that, or is it just me?
They can hear a bit more phrases, parts of the phrase missing, but as they get closer, a few more words to pop in as they can hear.
Okay.
And now
Give me a
the
second,
woman
I'll
from the
put it
window
back.
goes, "Help me!" So that causes the manticore to stop. Turn
Are
around.
there? Oh,
So
well, right.
you might want to roll for stealth, Thoven.
Roll for stealth.
Roll 20, don't crash on me.
Okay.
15.
Okay. As it turns around, you duck behind part of the iron, so you're kind of hidden from view, because of the wall and the incline. So yeah. So
Okay.
you managed to hide yourself there.
Proximo's gonna ask Thestic. Thestic, do you know anywhere around here this find some food? Like any deers
Proximo,
or-
you're going quiet and in and out of.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
would say it usually lives on top of a mountain, but that bloody lizard's taken over.
Is there anywhere around here that it could get some more food? Are there any forested areas with deer or boar or anything like that?
Yeah, but they're full of orcs.
Well, yeah. My first thought was that it's obviously going to have flown around the area and had a look for food already.
Also, I deal with mostly animals, not really dealt with magical beasts such as manticores very often.
Well, it sounds like it can talk, so I think we might be able to actually.
So it'll understand if we tell it to screw off.
Well, it'll understand that, yeah. Whether or not it'll actually, screw off is a separate matter.
It's more
Okay,
likely to try and unscrew your head from your body.
So we tell it screw off or we'll beat its head in. That should work.
Maybe first we could try telling it where some food is, whether or not food is actually there, and while it's flown off to have a look, we'll grab the woman and run for it.
Wow.
You're thinking she's going to leave?
I'm thinking she's definitely going to leave because there's a manticore that's going to be back at any moment.
You don't realise just how stubborn she is.
Well, yeah, you're right. I have no idea. I've never met this woman before. I'm assuming that, yeah, that she's a normal
She's a
person.
cleric of the god of agriculture. That means stubbornness comes with a territory.
Well, we're being paid for it, so we're going to have to figure out some way to get her out of here. I think we should start off by telling her that she needs to leave before the manticore comes back, if we can get manticores to fly off for a while.
So
Okay.
if we yell at her, although, would you leave for the open if you know something might be back and might jump you on the road?
Wait for the manticore to be gone before we actually talk about the manticore being gone.
Alright.
Can we still move up, Ian?
Yep, if you're happy to, if you finish your discussion.
Just
Okay,
need
so-
a minute to get roll 20 to work. Why did it crash now? Sorry about this, guys.
Seems okay on my end.
DM, how high did
Is
you
my
say
mic
this
okay
fence
now?
was?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm being
so
moved.
I say we should get about 40 feet and then decide whether.
So, what do you want to? How are you going to approach the manticore?
How high
Okay.
is this fence in front of us?
Yeah.
I think it's a 6-foot fence.
6 foot?
Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Should be able to leap over it then,
But
yeah?
if you where Proximo's currently standing, you can see that there's a gap in the fence.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. See that. Well, it might be easier for me to just jump over the damn thing rather than going all the way around.
Yeah, I think at the moment we want to try and not startle the manticore as much as possible if we're going to try and persuade him to leave. So Thestok, is there somewhere around here that is a good candidate for having food for a manticore in it?
There's a very nice berry field, and that thing can bugger off if it thinks it's getting its hands on mine.
Berry field.
Yeah. Where do you think I have my wine grow?
Okay. Are there any forested areas around that might have like things like deer and boar and stuff in it?
Yeah, but there's also other things that will hunt for competition.
Okay.
And it's lived in this area for a while, so I think those are its natural hunting areas anyway.
For the manticore.
Yeah.
I thought it'd come down from somewhere where it had been displaced.
Yeah, those mountains behind us.
Yeah. So I wouldn't know the immediate area as well, I would assume.
True. Well, the issue is most of the big game in this area, there's a certain flying lizard what's been hunting it.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to obviously tell him the truth. If we say to him we know of an area that's not been...
Wait, I know how to solve our issue. We kill the dragon. Then it can go back to where it lived.
Yeah.
Then we can carry on.
killing the dragon will immediately solve all of our problems. You're 100% correct.
Yeah, because our problems will be gone along with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
A piece of the
you
brain.
wanted a solution. I gave you a solution.
Okay.
You never asked for a great solution.
Got me again. Very good. So, Gareth, is there like somewhere nearby that fits that sort of description, a sort of forested area
Well,
with
the
boar and deer
nearest
things?
forest is. I was just looking out right at it. Where is it? There we go. So close. The Cryptogarden Forest is the nearest forestry from where you are, but that means going past Nomengard over the Sword Mountains, near
Okay.
to Icespire Peak, where you know that the dragon's lair is.
So it's a forest directly under a mountain where the dragon lives.
Yes.
So it's not going to go for that. So does it
No.
happen to have cows?
Yeah, without there being any farms in the area, it's a bit hard to know if there's like any livestock anywhere. That would be very
Well, you know
handy.
that the other side of the other direction from Fandalen, there was open fields, so there might be occasional bit of game there. You can scout around. You know that you got there are mines as well towards the Tribal Trail, so you could try there.
The problem we've got is this thing's right outside this door trying to get to this woman, so we can't really go anywhere without dealing with it.
Right now,
That's
I
the thing,
say
if
we
can
scare it.
convince it to fly off, and then get the woman to run for it before it comes back. That's gonna
Also,
help solve the encounter, hopefully.
I don't want to be the guy who pisses off a manticore.
Could try talking to it and see what it says.
Well, trying to kill it is going to piss it off more than tricking it, I would assume.
Yeah, but if we try and kill it, it knows we're capable of it. Whereas if we trick
Are
it,
we though? Are we
Well,
capable of killing them?
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, but
true. But I like my chances more of. Hey, if this was a normal animal, I'd be fine with trying to sort it. But because it's a magical beast what has a man of a face, I just want to smack it.
Well, I'm up for that, so I'm going to try jumping over this fence, and I'm going to have some diplomatic negotiations with it. Usually my fist and its ass.
I can
the
introduce
fighter
it
is the
to
one
fire.
person in the fight who doesn't want to try and kill it. Awesome.
Charisma of 8.
We've got a fighter that can actually think. That's not right.
Would you guys mind letting me just have a go at getting it to
Sure.
fly?
You get close.
If it goes wrong, then you jump over the fence and
You
we'll...
get as close to it as you want in your heavy armor. That way, if it decides to chew on anything, you're the first person.
Yep, that's fine. That's cool. Okay. So Proximo is going to very slowly step out to here with his hands up.
Okay, you hear I've forgotten her name. Adabra screaming for help still. And still the Manticores scream at the door.
I'm
The only
holding
thing
my
you've
hands up.
ever defeated are high expectations. Open the damn door! Feed me!
Proximo will yell out, "We're here to help, Mr. Manticore, sir."
With that, the Manticore turns around and goes down low in a very sort of cat tigerish type pose, as if it's about to attack.
Yeah. Okay. So I know somewhere we get some food.
Meat.
If you fly far to the east of here, maybe it would only take you maybe a few hours at best. There's fresh livestock you can feast on to your heart's content.
As you look at it, you notice that the Manticore is really emancipated. It definitely hasn't. Looks like it hasn't eaten for days.
Yeah.
And it just tears you and says, "Why fly? Meet here."
Told you.
Very little meat here. We're all quite small, and I'm covered in metal. so I'm not going to be the easiest thing to eat. The stuff to the east, if you fly to the east for at the most maybe 2 or 3 hours, there's going to be cows, oxen, whatever. You'll be able to gorge yourself on the fattest livestock in the area.
Also, as soon as he said meat, I just sort of looked down and poked my belly.
I think if you looked at it as well a bit closer, you'll notice that it's not going to be able to fly. It's
Okay.
severely weakened through hunger.
Also, I'm betting it's probably had a scrap with a dragon at some point.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's been away from its home for many weeks. But you can roll for persuasion to try and get it to calm down, maybe.
Okie dokie.
So I've managed to open roll 20 again. I'm going to whisper to a monk. As soon as it goes for him, we jump it. Hit it with everything you've got. I'll throw fire at it. And if he survives, I'll heal the guy.
Well, you say hit it with everything you got. That means me getting up close and personal, and you're going to lob fire at it. How does this work again? Well, I'm warning you now. You burn me, I'm going to chin you.
Well, if I burn you, I'll heal you. How does that sound?
Yeah.
And with that, then it
Yeah.
starts to move.
Yeah, I'm hopping this fence.
So,
Okay. Yeah. When I hear them hop the fence, I'll draw my sword.
So, is it within 30 feet of me?
Do you want to use the ruler? Nope.
If I budge up against a fence as much as I can, is it?
The man,
One of them jobs, isn't it? I can't see it.
I can probably fit under the fence as I'm about 5 foot.
just before you do anything, the manticore sits back on his hind legs, on his ass, and it just says to you, "Do you have food? Feed me."
I have some food on me, but it's human food. It's not very much, but you can have it.
Food.
But we need the woman from the building. We need to take her away.
How
Yeah, I'll
much
get-
food?
Yeah, I'll rummage in my backpack and whip me rations out, whatever it is I actually have.
Rations are basically trail mix.
Yeah, it's gonna be no good, is it?
That's with medical conditions.
As he's doing this, can I have produce flame ready? Like just a
Can
handful of
anybody?
fire.
I don't suppose anybody has like a summon spell of any sort, a summon creature level 1.
I
So
would at
anybody-
level
if somebody
7.
could summon a sheep, that would be awesome and very, very helpful.
No, I summoned a lamb in plate mail. They're gonna have that.
Yeah, that'll do.
I can summon pain, and that's it.
I'm gonna move to here, where I know I am within 30 feet of it, and just have the produce flame ready in my hands. So if it lunges at him, it's getting a face full of fire.
DM, can I hop this fence, please?
Yes, but if we... What? Sorry, I'm being messaged by Voodoo.
Okay.
What's he done now? Voodoo?
His
It seems
internet
to have
just died.
dropped.
Oh, dear.
Shit. Okay.
Oh, that's convenient, isn't it? Just as we're charging them.
Yeah, his character in the game is just sitting there with a blank face, going, "I'm not getting involved. Are you shitting me?" That's
But
not-
we turn and he's just disappeared into the shadows.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is, in this instance, you can jump the fence and then we'll start. Are you going to attack it? Is that what your intentions are?
No, I'm just going to jump the
No,
fence. I'm
as
gonna
the
carry on.
as the group.
Oh,
Only if it goes for one of us.
yeah, or the woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it tries to attack one of us, it's getting a fist to the face and fire to
Okay.
the face.
So in that instance, jump over the fence. And
Do I need to roll anything?
just
Acrobatics?
athletics,
Right. Okay.
or athletics and acrobatics
Oh,
is one.
on.
I'd
Also,
rather do
sorry.
acrobatics because I have a better roll.
Oh, right, okay. Athletics.
I'm looking at the description of rations, and it says it does include jerky. I'm not sure how much jerky's in there.
That's good. That's an 18.
Well, considering a ration only weighs, what is it? It is £2 altogether.
Yeah, I rolled an 18 for
Okay.
athletics.
Yeah, you
Apparently,
easily
I've got 1 day's worth of rations, and apparently that weighs £20.
What?
You
Yeah.
should have 10 days
Yeah.
worth
You normally
in
have.
total.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
it's
makes sense.
£2.
Oh, that's just a description of the actual thing. Ration for
Yeah.
1 day, but I have 10 of those.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can
Oh,
I?
yes.
You
okay,
easily jump
yeah.
over the fence and you land very cat-like.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my stealth
Yeah.
if I can.
Oh, that's how we can kill it. We can feed it dried food and that, so that way its stomach implodes.
I want to move to there if I can continue stealthing.
Yep, okay.
So, yeah,
roll
I'll
for
have
stealth.
I've got to roll my stealth again. Oh crap!
Yeah, you've rolled athletics, so you need to roll for stealth.
I actually have a spell what could solve this if I use it.
Oh,
So,
that's a 14. That's slightly less than what I had before.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm gonna turn to it and go, wait, if I give you enough food each day to sustain you, you act as my mount.
It only just noticed you, turns around and roars and goes,
I'm
"Fuck
going
off!"
to immediately. I'm gonna.
Its language
I'm
is
going to immediately-
language is basic. It knows
But it's got
it
the
knows
vocabulary
threats.
is perfect.
Or it knows mockery, but its language is basic and it's.
I'm gonna immediately turn to it, roar back at it, and go, I'm about to smash your bloody head in if you
Oh,
come over.
okay, yeah, Proximo gets his sword out at that point.
It just told me to F off.
Well, you
It
were
deserved.
trying to make your bitch.
So hopefully, since it's so weakened from hunger, hopefully it's not going to be a huge challenge to deal with.
So
Again,
after it said that,
it looks at you, just goes, "Feed me, or die."
so
Okay, I've got 10 days worth of rations, and those rations include jerked meat of some sort as part of them. So can I gather like 10 days worth of the jerked meat from my rations? Would that interest it at all?
Could try.
so you're going to feed it all your meat.
Yeah, I mean, the rations
10 days.
include jerky and dried fruit and hardtack and nuts. So I'll still have the rest of the stuff. Yeah, but obviously I can just rebuy rations once you get to town. It's not a huge issue.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait for him to get within biting range
Oh, God.
because it's gonna eat him.
Yeah, I'm holding my act
Yeah,
until I
that's
see it to a threatening pose or try and go for Proximo.
Okay, Proximo, walk forward and
Give him
I'm not going to hand him the food.
no, you can drop it, throw it in front of him.
Yeah, I'll throw it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm here. So that's 5, 10. It's just about 10 to 15 feet. I'll throw it to. That's where you can see where my arrow is.
We're still thinking about doing this when we're a man down. The rogue has disappeared.
Don't worry, he'll do the rogue thing and appear out of nowhere and
When it's
stab
dead.
it when we need it. Like,
When it's dead, and he'll put, stand over it, all hero like that. My kill.
Okay, so
Oh.
the manticore goes up, sniffs at the meat, and wolfs it down, and it just tells you, "Roar."
Sure. Okay.
Bend over, Proximo is taking some.
However, the manticore now seems to be a bit more calm.
I have something make you full.
Meat.
Sort of looks at it. It ain't meat. Because I have a good berry spell where it produces 10 berries, what can sustain you for a whole day worth of food.
Well, where was that 5 minutes ago?
Why do you think I tried to make him my mount?
It's hearing this and just goes, meat.
Yeah, I don't think berries are going to cut it, mate.
Berry?
Yeah, I've just checked my inventory. I haven't got any rations on me.
You should have had
So,
10
I'm going-
rations to start off with.
Yep.
And it'll be underneath equipment.
I'm looking at it now. I haven't got it. Not in this kit.
It's outside
We'll
of a
sort that
kit.
out in a bit. It should be under equipment. Oh,
Yeah, honestly, I have no
if you
rations.
then-
scroll down,
Give yourself 10 rations then.
you should be able to scroll down and see more of your equipment.
See all my equipment. I don't have that much.
Oh.
Monk, what do I need?
Oh, yeah, but we'll sort you out in a bit.
That's all right.
I think I know what the issue is.
TM's been very kind and given me
Yep.
10 rations.
So, I'm just going to look at it and go, I ain't giving you my rations.
Yeah, you actually don't have any rations.
That's it.
Proximo's just given 10 of his.
Well, the rations are the dried meat's about half a pack of rations. So it's down to about 5 now of just veg.
Actually, Voodoo doesn't have rations either.
So I'm going to just stare at it and just be like, I have meat. Small meat.
Army. I can't seem to find... rations per day.
Yeah.
This make you full. Make you fuller than eating full deer.
No, meat.
You meathead, listen.
I can see how this is going to
Oh,
go.
have we just lost another?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we might have lost Proximo as well. Oh, Christ.
I
Sorry,
turned my
guys.
camera off to see
Oh,
if I can
okay.
reset it, but it's
Oh.
it's still flipped.
That's all right, we got you.
Flopped.
Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Has
Yeah.
Voodoo
Yeah.
recovered yet?
Please bear with us.
First stream of ours doing this.
But we'll get there.
I'm not sure if Voodoo's coming back.
He's just put in the chat that, heads up, the net has died.
Right, okay. What we'll do for now then is if you one of you rolls in his place or makes decisions and I'll roll for him.
I don't mind doing it.
So okay, so you make decisions, I'll roll his fuzzers. His action.
Yeah.
What's that, Voodoo? You want to stab it? So, I don't think we're going to be able to feed this thing. Unless you can somehow find a cow and then give it the cow.
Hey,
We
Yeah,
ain't
I think
feeding
it's
it.
working again. Yeah, I just had to unplug it and plug it back in again.
we'll get
Tech
that
support
sorted.
101.
Yeah.
So, we either feed it a cow or we feed it a mace. Which one?
Unless somebody has a cow on them, yeah, I don't think we have many other options at the moment.
I don't think if we put all of our rations together, it's going to be enough. And then we're just making it stronger for, I think, the inevitability that it will take
Also,
place.
looking at you guys, you're all skinny, lanky ones. I'm the only one.
Yeah.
I will say though
I'm
that
the only one
the
with
10
any
rations
wheat
that it was
on.
given did seem to calm it down a bit.
Calm it down? Okay.
I'm the only one with a bit of
The other
meat
one,
on me.
the rogue has 10 rations as well.
I've just added 10 rations that you told me to.
Well, by meat, I mean this meat.
Yeah. Gut meat.
Apparently, Voodoo's may lose his service till their new router arrives.
Okay,
Holy shit. Okay.
not to worry.
Oh.
So, do you want Voodoo to throw his rations?
Nah.
Sure.
Well, he's stealthing at
About
the
the
moment.
size of a cow?
You know, you've got no guarantee that there are cows nearby, but you have open land, but just outside of Fandalin. So, but
Well-
that's still a couple of hours walk back.
So
I don't know why I just went that way because that's just my hallway. So
Over there.
So
Yeah.
you guys want to feed it all your rations today. So what happens when it's hungry tomorrow?
We're just trying to deal with the in the immediate at the
Also,
moment.
you do realise we're rescuing her, taking her back to a bigger population where it could follow the scent.
I guess so, but I would assume it already knows where Fandolin is and would attack it if it felt confident, you know.
I think personally, with the rations we've given, yes, it's calmed it down. I have 10 rations now, and Voodoo has 10 rations. Sorry, yeah.
yeah,
The rogue has 10
The Rogue
rations.
has 10 rations.
Okay.
Or that
I think it's
question
only a
falls.
temporary solution. I don't think it'll let us leave with the woman because it's just meat walking away from it, really, isn't it? Any animal, wild animal, usually feeds as much as it can when it can because it doesn't know
Also-
what the next meal is.
It currently can't fly, and this is probably the best chance we've got of taking down a manticore. Do you realise how much gold it is worth in resources alone?
notice
Well,
check.
Not really.
Personally, I think the best option is to take it out.
Same.
Yeah, I don't think we can. Proxima will have one more go at trying to convince it to fly off. If he can make another persuasion roll for it.
Yep, go ahead.
I still say we kill it.
Well, let him try. Let him try.
A
Yeah,
little bit better.
a little bit. Yeah,
Nothing special.
it'll listen to you.
So, I swear to you, now that you're stronger, now that you have eaten, I'm sure you'll be able to easily reach the livestock to the east. If you take off now, you'll be eating your fill within a couple of hours.
Yeah, you can just forward them, yeah.
It's a bit. It has low intelligence, got an intelligence of 7. So it starts. It turns its head and starts thinking.
Yeah. Send them my love. Tell her I'm asking after her. Family.
More meat. Relief.
Okay, pass it on to her. I sent it to you because I sat there and I thought, oh my god, I've gone blank.
I'm just pointing to the fire in my hand and looking at the monk like.
I'm on the other side of it, mate. I can't see the fire. But all I can...
So, did he said more meat will leave.
I just went blank
Yeah.
on what my
Okay.
mind-
Is the road well hidden?
I knew where it was and I just couldn't think.
Yeah, the rogue over.
Yeah, the rogue hasn't
Behind the fence.
moved.
I
No,
think he would have
was stealth,
followed.
wasn't he?
I
Yeah,
think he
so-
would have stealthily followed round to about there.
If he's able to stay stealthed, he can pass his rations to Proximo, and we'll see if we can
Okay.
do it that way. But he wants
I
to
think
remain
it-
hidden.
Okay, so he'll
It's
stealth
paying
down.
too much attention.
But-
It's paying too much attention to Proximo.
Well, he's gonna drop him down on the floor near Proximo, and then retreat back a little bit so he's out of the way.
Okay, he rolls
Good work.
a 6.
Oh shit!
Okay.
He actually rolled a 2 with a
trying-
+4. So
He's trying to stealth past the fence.
stealthily walks along, but you can hear the sort of jingle jangle, crunching of sticks as he walks past.
I picture he thinks he's stealthily walking, but he's walking past a fence.
Have you guys seen Eric the Viking?
Yes.
The king that thinks he's got an invisible cloak on, and he's walking around
Yeah.
going, "Ah!"
Yeah,
Not that bad, but
But I can see.
close enough.
I ain't seen that in years.
So yeah, so
So I'm just
he
watching,
can be good.
like,
So you want him to give Proximo his rations?
Yep.
Okay, so he does so.
Okay. And I'll throw all of the jerked meat out of Bowden's rations at the same spot that I did before.
Okay. So, okay, so the Manticore leans forward, sniffs, and sits down on all four legs as as cat-like, and starts eating.
It's pet meal.
You wait for a couple of minutes as it finishes
Well,
devouring.
I didn't pet meal, so I'm glad I didn't send it.
Looks now at Proximo, looks around at the guys that nose is actually hidden behind the wall, so he could smell you. And as promised, well, it raises up on its hind legs, opens its wings, flaps, and you feel the air pressure. So it kind of stretches it out and then starts to proceed to walk towards the open area. And from there, it looks.
Come near me, you'll get a fire in your face.
So from that, it turns around,
almost done.
roars at you, but afterwards goes, thanks, and then flies off, raises and flies off in the direction that you pointed for the other meat.
Ew. Okay.
Okay.
I would just like to say, well done to the diplomatic fighter. I've never known one yet.
Damn it! Why don't you let me 8 Charisma Druid handle this?
Oh, well.
I'm sure that was a lot less fun than the combat would have been. My camera's
Boom!
frozen again.
Boom!
So with that, you can hear the wings, the beating slowly disappear. You hear the a shout from Adabra going, "It's about bloody time! What took you so long?"
Well, they wanted to feed it, I wanted to beat it.
So then what happens is she'll come downstairs,
We'll climb
open
through
up
the
the
fence.
wreckage of the door, which
Your win.
and comes out.
Your windmills are looking worse for wear.
Notice I see. So, right, as you look at her, she is. What's the description of her? Yeah, she's just a small, stout little woman.
Okay.
Okay.
We've been hired by the mayor to bring you back into town, just for a little while things blow over.
I'm glad to see that useless pile of dung
Well,
has actually done something to help us.
you've got 2 choices. Come back with us, or wait here for a Manticore to come back when he realises there's no food where we sent him.
I'm not. This is my home. I'm not going to leave this. I'm not going to leave here. Everything I need here is here. I can't leave.
Except your safety.
You'll be completely
know-
unprotected. You were lucky that we came along today.
She's she looks at you at Shane. Don't I recognise you? Do I recognise you? Do you look familiar?
I don't think so. I haven't been around these parts for a great many a year.
Well,
Adabra doesn't. Good eye for faces. Good memory for faces. Sure, I know you.
I don't think so.
Okay.
well, I'm betting you guys are feeling hungry about now. As I just pull out jerky and start eating it.
I have my rations, and I have more important things on my mind, like getting paid.
True. And half of that's going to be buying your rations back.
I've still got mine. It was the rogue who threw his.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I can't pay you. I don't, unfortunately, earn enough to.
No, the mayor promised payment.
No.
Yeah, we're not looking for any money from you. The mayor's paid us to bring you into town. You'll be able to come back once things calm down. It shouldn't take too long. It's purely for your safety.
What I make here is important. I can't risk it being damaged or destroyed.
How much of it
I
you
am
to transport?
I don't know if they've said anything, but I am the local town midwife. I also deal with herbs and apothecary, and I'm the only person within 50 miles that makes anything remotely considered as a healing potion that helps
Well,
people regain health. I could if just
some people come to me when they're in need, but then they walk away when they realise how much to charge.
If we could return with a horse or maybe a cart to carry your stuff into town, would that help?
I really don't want to leave this place.
Well-
it is my home.
We have a couple of hours at least, and then there's a chance it might not return because we only gave it a small meal, probably enough to make it fly for an hour or two. Hopefully, it doesn't have the strength to come back, but
Fingers
it
crossed.
may do. And if it does, you're going to be on your own.
I wonder if it's got a mate.
I have heard of manticores coming in pairs, but no, I can't. I have too much invested here. I can give you a note to give to Mayor Douchebag.
I like you.
To say that I'm here of my own choice.
You mean Sir Shut-in?
Essentially.
Well, that'll help, but I don't feel comfortable leaving you here.
Unfortunately, again, I can't leave. This place is too important. This is the home of my family, and there is just too much to take. How about you have the mess just send up a guard or two to give protection for the next couple of days?
We can ask, but I seriously doubt you'll get him. From the brief encounter I've had, the guy's a coward, and he'll probably want all hands on deck protecting his skinny little ass.
The town doesn't have a garrison.
Well, then you're screwed.
That's why he sent us. He would have sent a full squad if he had a garrison.
No, he wouldn't.
Well,
The man's a dick.
he would have sent it to guarantee the healing potions in case he got hurt.
Tell you what, write us the note, and we'll take it back to the mayor, inform him of what's what, and we'll keep an eye out for the returning manticore if it comes back, and we will try our best to deal with it if it happens.
Yep.
Then I find yes, that is acceptable. Thank you for your understanding. I might not have money. Can I give you something? Can I give you a small?
Got any excess?
I have a small health potion. You could see if that will help you, because
That'll come in handy.
Your generosity will be muchly appreciated.
We'll need it for when we have to kill that manticore when it comes back.
okay, so yeah, she goes back into her room, comes back out with a small vial of a healing potion. Who's going to carry this? Unfortunately, I only have the one that I can spare.
Well,
I believe the dwarf should be holding this. He seems to know a thing about magic and potions and
well,
stuff.
you're telling me to hold the only healing potion when I can just do it with a touch of my hand. Maybe someone who can't do that should hold on to it.
Well, maybe the fighter then.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
He is probably going to get hit in the face for most.
Yeah. By the returning manticore, he's like, lying twat.
Well, what's the old saying? Shame on you for fooling me, or shame on me for fooling me once. I'm gonna eat you for fooling me twice.
I believe that is the phrase, yes.
So,
Okay,
it's
so
not
how
flat,
do
yes.
I add items?
Yeah,
you
if you go
go to
to
D&D Beyond.
equipment,
Okay.
yeah, and underneath the equipment, you've got manage equipment next to the search bar.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Add items.
Click on that, add items, look for healing potion.
Okie dokie. No results for healing potion.
It should just be potion. Type potion and or manage equipment.
I must have needed to click one of the categories first.
Oh, you don't need to. It's just type in potion and it's a second one down. Potion of healing.
Okay. So, second one down for me is potion of acid resistance.
Okay. What have you
Might be
got?
different for the fighter because it knows what it's going to be
Potion of
looking
healing
for.
greater, but no.
It should be a lesser.
Should just say potion of. Are you looking on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Manage equipment, add items, nothing selected, and type in
I had
potion.
potion selected. I shall unselect potions. And see if
Unselect everything and just type potion. It will be the second one up.
No, it's still potion of acid resistance. So
I've
It
got
should
oh no,
be
no, it is there. Sorry, yeah, I've got it now.
grayed out.
There we go. Cool. That looks like it's added.
Excellent.
It's because it counts normal potions as ordinary items rather than magical items,
What?
which is
Yeah. Okay. Well, know that now. So all done.
Okay, so you've been at this now for a bit of an hour, well, a couple of hours. So now dusk is starting to come in because of the amount of time it's taking me to walk. And
Yeah.
Ooh.
so
So what you're
let's head
saying
back
is
then.
it's about dinner time.
it's getting dark.
Just
Well, we're
munching
gonna
on the jerky.
So yeah, so Adabra sort of turns to you. Do suppose any of you are skilled enough to help me fix my door?
Well, let me just check. I believe I have.
Got any spare lumber?
Yes, there's some round the back.
Cracks his knuckles and then just goes and gathers it. Got any nails?
I should have some somewhere.
Okay.
So yeah, she'll go. Have a look in the see that little shed there.
I actually
There
have
might be something in there.
a carpenter's tool set.
Really?
Yes. So I should be okay to do this.
So between the two of us, we're going to make her a new ornate door.
Yeah. Make sure she's on the inside when we do this because she might not be able to open it again.
Yeah.
So is she okay with us staying there tonight?
You can ask.
Okay. Well,
Might
if
be
we're
a good
going to be staying here fixing your door, it's going to be a bit late for us to walk all the way back to town.
Well, all right, you guys don't have night vision. You can't really see that well in the dark.
No.
Other than that, it might be easier if we're here for when the manticore comes back.
Yeah.
That's very true. Yeah, that shouldn't
Good.
be. Yeah. However, obviously, I am a lady, and I would just prefer it if I had you didn't come into my room.
Oh, of course. Now, what do I need to fix this damn door?
You need wood, you need nails, you need a hammer.
No, I mean roll-wise.
Just on your equipment list, yeah.
Yep.
You've got your tools.
Yes.
You should have the option to, if you click on the tools, you should be able to use Beyond 20 to roll it.
Oh, where's the...
No, I can't seem to roll it.
Right.
Is there a skill involved with it?
On-
I need to.
On Voodoo's, he's got thieves tools. So if you click thieves tools, or if you click
I
carpenter
think-
tools, yeah, on the right hand side it'll come up with a pop-up window.
Right. Well, my carpenter's tools are actually on the left on my D&D Beyond.
The difference is thieves' tools are a certain thing, whereas the other tools act differently.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you actually use those tools, do you? I think there's a skill roll involved.
Yeah.
It'll probably, well, in my, I don't know, it'll probably be
Um,
performance, maybe?
roll history.
History.
Yeah.
I think it's just straight up. You
That will
roll
be a
your-
9 to
You
fix
you,
this
you
door.
remember the basics of how to nail wood together. There's enough of the door frame, um,
Because I think
It's-
it's you roll your dex plus your proficiency when using normal tools.
Right, well, we know that
yeah.
next time.
We'll just use this for now. So yeah, you can nail a couple of bits of wood to the frame.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take over and make it look pretty.
I'm usually knocking the shit out of these things and not putting them back
Oh
together.
dear.
What started off
pretty
as
in a-
not a bad, you were getting there. Now it kind of looks like it's like a.
Now that's a perfect sized door for a dwarf.
Except now it looks like a Looney Tunes door where you got crisscross, cross, cross, cross.
Yeah,
It's also 5 foot tall because it's now built for a dwarf.
that's going to last all that time.
You can also tell because of the work you've done, it now has more nails than wood.
Oh, so it's got a defense mechanism.
Not a very good one.
We stick the nails outwards when Manticore goes to hit the door. It will just hit his hand on nails.
Okay, so night comes in. Her quarters are on the second floor, so you've got the third floor, which is the very top of the windmill. You've got the ground floor, which is where the mill itself is. So where do you guys want to crash?
I'm going to pretty much park my ass right next to this door. Here, so as soon as it starts hammering on the door, I'm going to hear it and I can crack it one.
I'm finding the corner across from it and throw a blanket down and then just falling over onto it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come down with those. That's no problem.
I do believe I have
Let's
it.
bring Thovin in as well. He's going to sit to the other side.
He can go sit in the corner on his own.
So I'm just going to put her there, but she's on the second floor in bed.
Yep.
Okay, who's taking watch? Who's going first?
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
Well, can them guys see in here currently? Is
No.
there any torches?
She's got lights. She's got candles.
Okay.
lit.
Just making sure they're not blind.
Well,
I have a passive perception of 12, so it's not too bad.
True, but in pitch black.
if you
Yeah.
want to be picky about it, let's.
Nah. It's just check.
I'm sure she has candles and such on the go, doesn't she?
Yeah. Probably did if she was getting attacked.
There we go.
Ah.
Ooh, that's some
Well-
spooky shit.
If you're gonna do that and I'm being picky, we fixed the door.
There's always
Just ignore that one.
So yeah, I'm going to take the first watch. And do you want me to roll perception, or are you
Yep.
using the passive?
No, roll perception.
Okay. Oh god, I've only got a +2.
You can do this.
What?
I believe in you.
Oh, that'll be a 7.
Okay, I
Anything on the
don't
tubes
believe in
first.
you that strongly. It seems.
The only thing I'm listening to is somebody snoring. Probably the dwarf.
The dwarf is snoring. For your watch, you hear movement outside, but it's nothing substantial. You just think it's foxes or it's just small creatures.
Is that a window I can see on the?
Yeah, you've got small windows. The triangles are the windows.
Yeah. Can I make a look outside just to make sure? Can I roll my perception again?
Yep.
Yes, I'll take
With-
those.
Yeah, you're not going to see that much anyway. But
I'll take the middle watch because I've got the best vision at night.
Do you want me to roll with disadvantage?
yeah, go ahead.
Wow. That will actually be an 11. It's better than before. And that was with disadvantage.
You look outside. You can see a little bit more. Your eyes are adjusting to the dark. As you look out one of the windows, you see a pair of eyes just staring right back at you. But then it turns around and starts away. It was just it was.
Small eyes, not big eyes, hungry
No.
eyes, no. Thank Christ for that.
Hi.
Yeah. Morning.
Not a Tourette's.
Okay.
Not a manticore with Tourette's.
Yeah. So who's taking the second watch?
I'll take it because it'll be the darkest.
I'll give the dwarf a quick boot in the foot.
Ah. Like what, Trent?
Rise and shine. Your turn.
Let's go see if I can find anything then. You know I'm booting you as soon as there's something, right?
Yeah, that's fine. There was a couple of a little bit of movement, but probably just a little wildlife out there. And I will assume my position where my token is and pull my blanket over the top of my head and just.
I'll come sit by the door.
Okay. Roll for perception. Nice. And you've got a longer range as well.
Yep.
In the distance, you can.
I've also got night vision.
Yeah. Well, you got dark vision, so it's more. But it's quite a clear night. In the distance, you can see sort of deer in the distance, but nothing really happens. You can't see anything else.
Wait. There's deer running around and that stupid thing couldn't catch anything.
It's a small.
Bloody manticores.
Obviously, night deer. They weren't out during the day.
Not turn up.
But bear in mind, that's at a distance. That's at the range of your night vision.
Which is 60 foot currently.
So you can see it's faint, but it's But other than that, nothing happens.
Okay. So
Who do you want to kick up next?
Foxy Bear will go next.
and just boots him in the side of the leg like a monk did to me. And then just doesn't say anything and walks over and falls asleep.
Okay. Yeah, Foxy Bear will stand up and look out one of the windows. Maybe swap windows every now and again.
Roll for perception.
Okey-dokey. Not too bad. Oh, do you want it twice for disadvantage? Gav, do you want a second roll for disadvantage?
Yeah, go ahead. Because you've only got 10 foot.
I don't have night vision. Oh dear.
5.
This is what happens when you travel with a group of humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear sounds, you hear the crickets going. That's it. Nothing's there.
Okay, cool. I'll wake up Thoven. Your turn now, mate. Pop back in your blanket.
Okay. So his perception.
Because I don't think any of us told each other our names.
No, you'll have the
We
opportunity
must
for that
at
one.
some point.
He rolled a 5. Yeah, you can hear the crickets. You can see little bits of maybe a rabbit occasionally running past, but no, that's it. seems to be fairly quiet outside.
Let's hope it stays that way.
So the hours pass, and daylight comes back. Yay!
We
Beautiful
survived.
day.
Why have I got a D20 on my screen?
The D20 comes from me rolling or you rolling using D&D Beyond. If you're using the dice feature within D&D
It's why.
Beyond, it should share onto
It's why.
Roll20.
Alright.
It's the virtual
Yeah.
dice active. That's why I did it with it, because sometimes it covers things. So
Okay. So
there were deer running around, and that manticore still couldn't see anything.
Adabra comes
Bloody
down and good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Unfortunately, I'm also I'm a vegetarian. I don't like eating meat. So can I make you guys, gentlemen, some porridge to start you off on your day? Obviously, and as well,
Be very well.
throughout the night, set yourselves,
Sure.
if you've used any spells or anything which you haven't, just set yourself as a long rest.
Porridge would be lovely, thank you.
The only spell I used was a cantrip.
Then long rest, and then that should reset it.
Yeah, cantrips don't count as being used
Yeah.
because they're spells you can continuously use.
Druids, I think you can set your spells for the day. Is that you can choose
Yeah,
spells?
I've got my spells. At first level, it's basically the spells you can use or the spells you know.
Okay, cool. So yeah, each of you have porridge given to you because she's good with apothecary. It's quite a nice nice porridge. She's added a couple of little herbs in, something subtle, a little bit of nutmeg and cinnamon. Yeah.
Instead of using a spoon, uses jerky. And just stares at the rogue and fighter whilst doing it.
Yeah.
Right, so she's going to. What are you doing? She's writing out a note, and who should I hand this to? Who's going to carry this back to Mayor Douchebag?
Well, I think our armour-clad fellow is very articulate with his words. He managed to talk down a manticore, for Christ's sake, so maybe give it to him.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it off her and give it a quick read.
Get these fuckers arrested.
So, as she's saying about who to hand it to, I'm pulling it out like dirt and moss from my pockets. Like, do I have anywhere to stick a note?
The note basically says, "Dear Townmaster, Harbormaster, I hope this note finds you well. You know that because of the way she's talked, that it's kind of she's meaning that sarcastically. I have made a decision to remain at my home. These brave gentlemen have helped protect me from a manticore. If you would please send some guards to help protect the doors, and while I continue to make potions for the townsfolk. Yours sincerely, Adabra Gwyn." That's the note.
Good note.
And
Where's-
with that, she also turns to the two people who used their rations yesterday, and gives them two more rations, but with their seeds, their things that will give you energy, peanuts, that type of stuff.
Lovely.
Vegan rations.
I was just about to say.
Because I don't want you're going to need food for the journey home. Please take these with my gratitude. Okay.
Oh, sweetie.
Ah,
Right, I guess we should be on our way. Hopefully the beastie won't come back, but if it does, hopefully you'll have some guards here, but from what I've seen of this town, I wouldn't count on it.
Maybe so, but unfortunately, I need to remain here. This work is too important.
well,
as is this
You know,
place.
if you're trying to get our hopes up, saying what there probably won't be isn't a good idea.
Yeah, well, hope's better than despair. So. You never know. It might have the mayor might have formed a militia.
With that, you hear.
Yeah, he sent us.
With that, you hear Adabra just chuckle. Whatever.
That would also mean he left his house.
Maybe you should take all your stuff.
Okay, so it's coming up to mid-morning. Are you guys going to make a move out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Head back to town.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye on the sky.
Okay, in which case, now you...
Specifically eastern direction, I'm keeping an eye on.
So you're heading back to Fandaren?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you start walking back. I might suggest that this would be a good opportunity for you guys to talk to each other. Just saying.
So,
Just throwing that out there.
just realised.
Can I
Don't
make
think.
a history roll, DM, to see if I do know this woman?
Yeah, go ahead.
She said something to me.
Mom?
Yeah. Mama, down.
Mom!
Mama.
Mommy.
No, shit. That's a 3.
No, you're from just outside the area, but you can't remember her.
What kind of monk isn't good at history?
That
One
one.
that never studied books.
Um,
I'm not a typical kind of monk.
she's older than you are, so, and has been a midwife for many years. I'll give you a little bit of throw of history. And yeah, she probably helped bring you into the world, being that she's the only midwife in the area.
Oh,
So,
already.
yeah.
17 years old. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she's way older than that, so she probably helped bring you into the world.
As a wee whipper,
You're 17.
I'm 17 years old.
I'm 10 times your age.
Yeah, but you're a dwarf.
True.
You guys live for years.
True. Has Dread froze again?
No, I'm still here.
But his
No, it's
camera's
alright.
frozen.
Yeah, my camera's been frozen for
Yeah,
a while.
It's a good position. You can see
Yeah.
he's intently focused.
Yeah, that's what I was just noticing.
He's focusing on your trail ration. That's what it is.
Eyeing
Eyes
that
off my
jerky.
meat.
So,
So, Proxima, tell me a bit more about you.
It's not much to tell, in all honesty. Was in the army for a few years. Figured out I could make more money as a sellsword. Not too many wars about at the time. This is really the first place I've come to looking for work, and it's not gone too well so far.
Yeah,
Probably
time
would have been
skips.
better in the army.
Yeah, probably. Hours are better though.
I think Thovin's a bit more of the silent type. I don't think we're going to get much out of him.
Yeah.
I think he'll open up,
Eventually.
but he
So,
Offer him money and he'll tell you who he is.
does tell you. He does say his name, Thovin Blackwood. For the moment, that's all I want you to know.
Is he going to be like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy? That's all we get out of him. Thovin Black.
Well, from what I've seen so far of Voodoo's playing, he's going to be very standoffish for the moment, and very head first. But beyond that, I don't know how he's planning to play his character, so that's the best I can give you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So, first up, tell me about you. You seem to be...
Well, never told you my name, but I'm stuck.
Oh, I heard it said somewhere. I must have.
What do you want to know?
Well, you mentioned a winery?
My local brewery.
Ah. We know who's paying for the bill.
And we need to get you a stand.
Well, considering all the places what I've been growing stuff have been bloody frozen over.
Yeah, that does pose a problem. I grew up on some farmlands, and
Why do you think I'm taking these quests to get some money to build up my supply again?
fair dues.
Also because the mayor told me what the only person here who can deliver a baby was in dire need of help, and I needed to come urgently. Never said a bloody manticore.
Yeah, I don't think he actually knew, but if he did, he probably wouldn't have told us anyway.
I'm gonna sock him one when I see him next. When he comes out from behind that bloody door.
Well, we're probably going to have to stay on his good terms, at least till we get paid.
True.
And we'll be asking this as we're walking back.
Then, you've asked us all our names. What's yours?
Well, my name's Drayson.
Do you guys want to describe yourselves as well? So what your characters look like?
Yep. Well, like I said, my name's Drayson, and where's my description? There you go. I have bright, sparkling sky blue eyes. 6'2", average build, but quite muscular. Very conditioned, shall we say. And he doesn't carry any weapons other than a dagger and a dart. No armour.
Okay.
He has short black hair which has a bit of white frosting in it. And palish white skin. Almost albino, but not quite.
Ah. Well, first up is a 5'2" dwarf, covered in leather armor, which is probably mouldy at this point and covered in dirt. Long, greenish, matted hair and beard. Carries a wooden shield, what is probably still growing. Has a club at its side, and slightly covered is a warhammer on his other hip. That's for when people really wind him up.
Okay, Proximo is a human. He's about 5'10". He's got a big bushy beard. He's wearing a chainmail halberd, so reaches down to his knees, and pretty long sleeves on it. He walks with a spear, with his shield on his back, a longsword at his side, and a couple of hand axes, and his backpack. Pretty dark skinned, brown eyes. He seems pretty solemn a lot of the time. Keeps to himself when he doesn't need to be chatting to other people.
When you guys turn to Thoven, you see that he's a skinny human. Wears a black cloak which covers his head. You can see his face, but it's still quite shadowed. And the occasional
Hair covers half his face.
occasionally you see little glints of knives under his cloak, but he's quite private and keeps his cloak close. So not much is noticeable about him. But you know that he's looks nimble and kind of walks with the confidence that he knows how to use those daggers, his whatever's beneath his cloak. Okay. And with that, the same amount of time passes as you return to the town. And yeah.
Head straight up to the mayor's house.
Yep.
Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap, tap.
Yep.
Bang, bang, bang.
No, we want him to come to the door. Then we can bang, bang, bang.
No, that is a bash, bash, bash.
Go away. I'm too skinny. Can't eat me.
Well, the dragon, you bloody fool.
Slip a note under the door.
What kind of dragon knocks on a door, for God's sake?
With that, the eye hole sort of snaps open, and you again see those
Okay,
glaring
yeah.
sort of bloodshot eyes as if the person hasn't slept. So it's just, and he shouts out,
Bah!
"You don't know these dragons? They're very clever." This was dumb.
This isn't an old
What do you
dragon.
want?
What do you mean what we want? We won't get paid, you fool.
What for? What have you done? Wait.
You sent us out yesterday. We've returned. We've got a note from Adabra. She wasn't able to come back.
Well,
I'll
it's
slip the
more she
note
didn't
through
want to come back. Because if she
That's
did,
fair.
she couldn't make any potions of that.
Bloody stubborn woman.
Also, there was a manticore. Why didn't you tell us there was a bloody manticore?
What's a manticore?
See? Told you. Fool.
A big lion with a scorpion tail.
And a set of wings.
If I knew something like that existed, don't you think I would have told you?
Probably not.
Give me that damn note.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
pass the
gonna
note
keep
through
that
the ice.
The
there.
How
snatches it
big
off
is
you.
the item?
And with that,
How
slams
big is
the
the ice?
slams the eyes shut. The thing shut. Guards, we have. Damn woman. Eyes open. Thing opens again. Fine. Right. How much did I say you get paid?
40 gold.
25
30.
gold. Right.
Well, you owe us an extra 5 for a manticore.
You get a 25. That's what was agreed. That's all you're getting.
You know we're the only ones taking those quests, right?
I don't care. That's what we agreed on. Right.
Have you got any more, Joel?
So I slam the thing shut. Go back, and you hear
yes.
rustling. You
It's
hear
tr-
rustling of bag and coin. Comes back to the door, slaps it open. Right. Starts handing you. Got a hand. Put
Hold
your hand out.
stand out.
Right. What?
I'll give you a hand out.
1, 2,
Oh my God.
3, 4. He's doing this as he's sliding out. 5, 6,
Like, just sliding it into my hand.
7, 8, 9, 10. This goes up to 25.
Good, okay.
So, as there's 4 of us, isn't there? So that's 6 gold and 25 silver each.
Yeah.
7 gold and 25 silver. Because 2.5. Oh no. No, ignore it.
Yeah, six gold each is 24.
Yep.
And then the last gold split 4 ways.
Shh, I was trying to get us an extra gold.
Okay.
Right. Did I hear one of you ask if there was more gold?
It
There are
depends.
more jobs, yeah.
Do you have anything else that requires our personal touch?
I may have.
Or have we passed your test to do some of these meagre tasks you wanted?
Give me a couple of minutes. With that, slams the window shut. So he comes back and you hear rustling of paper. Or doesn't come back. You hear rustling of paper. And then comes to the window again. Snap. Right. I do have 2. One is you need to go to the Dwarven excavation site and talk to the prospectors, or you can go to Normangard. Or
No,
you could go to both.
Where's Novigrad?
Funny you should mention that.
Also,
It's the other side of Umbridge Hill.
it's 6 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper, because 10 silver is 1 gold,
Right.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. That's weird.
and 10 copper is 1 silver.
So what was it again?
6 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper each. Because, of course, you've got to break it down each time.
Yeah. Silvers aren't pennies, unfortunately.
And 2 copper.
No. 5 copper.
Okay, so what does each of these jobs involve? What are we talking to these prospectors about at the Dwarven excavation site?
Well, you need to go and warn the prospectors about the dragon coming into the area. And essentially, you go to Nomengard. You need to see if you can get anything off them.
Well, if you've got that handy...
What?
Carry on.
Well,
If you've got that handy bit of paper you always write the quests down on to give us.
Oh, you dick! You're gonna want all this out now, aren't you? Oh, you're such a douchebag.
You have handouts for us.
I do, actually, I do. That's a good point. That's why I spent 26 quid. There we go. Good call.
I'm trying to make it
Good
so you've
call.
got your money's worth.
I forgot all about those. Play your hands out. There we are.
Trying not to... I'm trying to make it so it's in character, getting you to do it without saying out of character.
Trying to find the character sheets. Oh, where are we? No God.
Well, one sounds like a better place to go. The other sounds like even shorter people who are more easily wound up.
Well, they are.
oh,
young
is that
people.
gnome with a G? Gnome guard.
Yes.
Right.
Which one's closer?
Let's have a look.
We can know in a second if he makes
I'm
it so
doing
we
that
can
now.
see the gem.
So there we go. Nomengard is Fandalen is here.
Yeah.
Alright. Umbridge Hill is here.
Mhm.
Nomengard is here. And the Dwarven excavation site is here.
Well, if we do the other side of the hill first, then Novigrad, and then the Dwarven excavation, and then we could do it like in a circle and meet our way round.
Yeah. If we go
Well-
to Gnome guard, then we can go to the excavation site and then come back again.
Yeah.
Can
And
do.
that's just before Novigrad, isn't it? The other side of the hill, is it? Did you say? Oh no, that was Fandalen, wasn't it? Fandalen to
Yeah.
Novigrad to the excavation and back again. Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
that. Take the pieces of paper off him before he changes his mind.
I would if I could figure out how to give you the quest. Right,
Do you want me to quick help?
yeah, do you want to... I can't see it anyway.
Yeah. So,
I've got Dwarven excavation, but
Should
it's...
should be under quests. Do. Technical difficulties. Please hold.
You say that because underneath player handouts, you've only got creatures and monsters.
Roll 20. Roll 20 is DM screen information. Nope, it's running the adventure. Paladin quests. If you copy and paste
Oh, it's just the text, is it?
the quest, if you copy and paste it into chat, we'll have it that way.
I'll sort this out. I'll hand them to you anyway.
Yep.
I'll sort that out. Okay, so while I sort this out, the money's distributed between you. What you want to do? It's getting late in the day because of the amount you've walked. So, what do you want to do?
How long is it going to take us to get to North Nuremberg?
It's going to take you. What was the distance? 1 hex, 5 miles.
So we've got about 10 miles, isn't it?
15-ish.
Say 20 to get to Nomengard. And
Also, just to help, I've put all the locations we've discovered on the map layer, so
good call.
everyone can see it.
You have to show me how you did that.
What was it that we need to go to Nomengard for?
You need to warn the prospectors that are there.
Right.
That's at the Dwarven excavation site,
Yeah.
right?
Sorry, Nomengard, you need to
Yeah.
go see what provisions you can get off them.
What's happening, Dad?
How are we going to persuade them to give us provisions?
Want me to copy and paste the text for
Yeah,
you?
please. You essentially just need to see if they've got anything that they can help to defeat the dragon.
Gnome Regard quest. A clan of reclusive rock gnomes have resided in a small network of caverns in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnome Regard are known for their magical inventions, and they might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourself, the town master will pay 50 gold for it. If your characters undertake this quest, proceed to Gnome Regard.
Page 26.
Sure. Cool. Okay, so we're going to set off to the south then.
Do you want to take some rest? Do you want to grab some provisions?
How far do we travel in a day?
You could travel.
Well,
You could travel the distance in a day, but it's between 20 to 20 or 25
it
miles.
is also hilly. It is
Okay.
also hilly terrain.
So it's probably going to take you a full day to get there.
2, 3, 4. So it's going to be about 4 days round trip. So I've got enough rations and stuff. Yeah, Proxima doesn't eat anything else, I don't think.
Yeah, I'll just ask the. Well, I know it's going to be a
Want
pointless
to know what this area is?
I'm going to ask the town there for some provisions for getting us there and back.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I'm going to ask the mayor if he can provide us with some provisions. Some rations for getting us there.
Bear in mind at this point he shut the door.
I'm really getting annoyed with that freak.
You think he's going to give us anything?
I'm going to give him something. It's called a foot enema. Fine. I guess it's survival rolls for us. Oh, I've got 10 rations anyway, so I'm all right, yeah.
Well, if anyone's hungry, I've got a good spell called Goodberry. It basically means you eat one of them a day, and it's like eating a full roast meal.
Nice. Lovely, come in handy.
Won't be hungry for the rest of the day.
I like it. Shall we head out?
Thoven just tells you, I'm not eating that crap. Just point me where can I get provisions in this town?
Wait, you're calling it crap when it's something what tastes like what you like and sustains you for a whole day.
And what happens?
Fine.
And what will happen? What if you get injured? What am I going to do? What if you die?
I've got 10 rations. I've got 10 rations on me, Thoven, so you can split my rations.
Well,
I'll
There's
eat
a
the berry.
potion.
You can have the rations.
Well, if I die, it means you guys haven't taken enough hits. And you're probably dead before me.
What you can do though, you can make mention of Barthen's Provisions, which is the local shop.
Because the only place to get potions is back at Umber Hill.
Well, we've got one potion, which Proximo has, and I have 10 rations, which will be enough for Thoven to use, and I will use those berries with you. Everyone good with that?
I've also got my full ration, so I don't really need to use the berries unless it's an emergency.
Right,
Also,
well, there we go.
the great thing about the berries is it restores 1 hit point as well, or it makes you feel better.
Okay, who's giving Thoven rations? And
I will give him 5 of my rations.
there you go. Right. Okay, so
I need to mark down I've eaten a ration.
you're going to make your way out to the where are you heading first?
Did I just delete all my rations there? I think I did.
Probably. You just need to hit the arrow to remove one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, which direction do you guys want to go first?
Towards Nomengard, I think.
Dwarven excavation.
Nomengard.
Dwarven excavation.
I would say Dwarven Excavation, which the Dwarven Excavation quest, dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here, and you have been working an archaeological dig seeking treasure and relics. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved into the area. Take the warning to them, then return to the town master to collect a reward of 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to know that bit.
Hey.
Thanks.
Wait, what bit?
50 gold.
Wouldn't that be on the bottom of the text of the quest?
Yeah. But they don't know that until I didn't want them to know that until they get back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry.
Because they didn't ask
Sorry,
about money.
Never read.
Yeah,
We
we
also
were
we
going
asked
to
for a
read the
quest
notes
form.
that he gave us, and then if there was any information missing, we would have asked
Right,
about
okay.
money.
Yeah, trust me, we'd have asked
We're
them.
not doing quests without knowing the rewards.
Yeah.
Well,
We don't do shit free.
With
It
how
ca-
much he screwed us over,
so
we
it's
want to
also
know
a thing
what
for
we're
me
getting
as well
paid.
is if I didn't mention, to ask. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so which one are you going to go to first?
Apparently, the
Well-
dwarven place.
You don't have to, it's
Dwarven
just easier.
excavation seems easier because it doesn't seem as big of a threat.
Yeah, we'll do that one first then.
Because dealing with magical gnome technology, what could kill us?
I'm going to... Right, so on your D&D Beyond, at the very top, you've got inspiration. So if you give each of yourselves inspiration, so what we'll do with that is you can spend your inspiration point to have a reroll, or to yeah, we'll just do it for rerolls for now. And what you'll do is if you end up spending it, I will give you back for any good role playing. So in this instance, Dan would have had an inspiration for the way that he handled the Manticore, where
cool.
the rest of you smeggers wouldn't.
We did what was in our
Yeah.
characters. Mine wanted to smack its head in.
Yeah, I think they're
Character
getting
will
to
start
some characters.
beasts to make the world better. But I withheld. I was disciplined.
Also, each of you gained a level. Yeah. You get for the essentials kit. For each one of the starting quests, you gain a level. So you've done the first one.
Are you 100% sure?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
The essentials kit levels you up quickly. Or
Okay.
early levels are quick.
How do you add a level?
So-
beyond?
If we take a 10-minute break so everyone can sort out leveling, go toilet, grab
Yep,
drinks.
I was about to say so. If we take a break for 10 minutes, come back at 10.
Yep.
All right.
Also, if anyone in chat has any questions, feel free to post. We'll answer you.
Possibly.
Any feedback? Go ahead.
Those of us who are still in might talk to
Okay.
you.
So we'll be back at 10-ish.
Yes.
Sure.
Thanks, guys.
So,
Oh,
Oh, I've just noticed something, Mr.
what's
DM.
that? Please tell me we're not mute.
The stats on the left that come up are of our level 1 stats.
Yeah, they'll update at some point.
there'll still be... The stats won't change until level 4.
So it'll be fine. Okay.
No, it's that hit points that it says, but that's okay.
Oh,
I just
okay.
wanted to let you know.
Okay, guys, thank you very much
Alright,
for
bye.
waiting for us to come back. In the break, we've managed to grab some drink and level characters to level 2.
I have coffee.
As part of the
I feel like I know more magic.
as part of the essentials kit, players level up quite quickly once they do the 3 starter quests, and then it'll slow down a bit to DM's discretion.
Words never.
You want to level?
You stay level 3 forever.
That's alright. I can do a lot of damage at level 3.
Give me stuff for the
Yeah, level 3 can be
bribe
fun.
me for levels. Okay, so just before our break, what happened was that they've received a note from Adabra Gwyn, who's the local midwife. She's decided to remain at her windmill. The players bribed and got rid of a manticore, and then returned to town to receive 25 gold between them from the skittish mayor. And they've received 2 new quests, which they're about to head out on. And they've also gained their level. So, adventurers, what do you want to do now? Where do you want to go?
Well, seeing as it's still morning and we are still well rested from the night before,
I think we should head to the Dwarven excavation.
yeah. Although,
Yeah,
do we
I
want to
agree.
go by the windmill just to guarantee she is safe and still?
Yeah, well, we can do. It's on the way, isn't it?
Yeah. Or do we cut the... Or
If we're going to go to Umbridge Hill, we might as well go to Nomengard before the excavation.
You could call in on the way back.
Yeah.
Or you could go through and...
True. Could do.
Let's just head out to the excavation. We'll get that sorted. We only have to inform them that there's a dragon, so we
Yeah.
shouldn't be there and then gone again. So yes, we will head out to the Dwarven excavation, please.
Okay.
Cool.
On the road again. Bloody camera's falling.
Needed by a webcam dude.
Yeah, I need to get
I know.
back on the one I've
Well,
got.
it's more Skype doesn't like my PC.
You could just buy a stand.
Welcome to floor cam. There, now I've got it positioned.
See how long that lasts for.
Okay.
So yes, trudging
Yeah,
along.
you travel 15 miles south towards the area that you know where the Dwarven excavation is ongoing. So, yeah, let's have a look. Let me just swap maps over. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so you've travelled 15 miles and arrive at the Dwarven excavation. Okay. The canyon's rocky walls rise to a height of 80 feet. At the end of the canyon, a 20-foot high wall of black stone has a broken gate carved into it, with one stone door hanging precariously by a hinge and the other door missing. Beyond the open gate, in the shadow of a great mountain to the east, lies a ruined settlement. All is quiet. Da-da-da.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can spot any movement?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I do the same?
Yeah, I'll do that as well. We'll all have a look around.
Okay.
I want a gander. What do my dwarven eyes see?
That's a 14 for me.
14, 19. Oh, you've all rolled quite well. All you see is that the floor in front of you, the canyon floor, is strewn with rubble, and there's no vegetation there, except for a couple of small weeds. For the moment, and this point forward, the only person that has any sort of dark vision is Thestok.
Fantastic.
So
Yep.
I believe I have torches on me. Let me just check. I do, I have a torch. 3 of them. So I will light one of those up, please,
okay,
using my tinderbox.
so with that, your range extends. What is it for? 25 feet, isn't it? For
I believe 25, 30 feet. Torch burns for 1 hour, providing a lot of bright light in a 20-foot radius of dim light for an additional 20 feet. After that, you make a melee attack with a burning torch and hit. It deals 1 fire damage.
Ooh,
Nice.
fancy.
20 feet.
Good to know.
Yep.
What was the low light distance beyond? I'm going to set that to
20.
It's 20 and 20.
20.
20
Yeah.
normal vision, 20 dim light vision.
Okay.
Whereas I can see equivalent to about 60 feet. 30 about normal, 30 dim.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
Well, I'm going.
Proximo, did
I
you?
can't
Sorry,
step.
Proximo, did you want to light a torch as well? Or are you going to use?
Yeah, we'll be fine with one, I think.
Yeah, you're just going to stick to the one. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have me. I won't have my sword out at the moment because I don't think I'm not seeing anything that's particularly threatening at the moment. But I will be at the head of the party here.
Okay.
You say we're getting close, but how close are we to it?
To
The excavation.
you've just entered the first area.
Right, that's my 30 foot of move.
There's no one around.
No, no one.
No sign of activity. This isn't normal.
Well, we can't stealth while I'm holding the torch. So if you want to stealth, I will have to hang back holding this torch while you guys are going ahead.
Don't know about you, but normally excavations normally have more activity than this.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should be able to hear something.
so something's probably happened while we're here, but you're the only one who can see in the dark, being the.
Give me a second. Roll 20s being roll 20.
So
Okay, one of you roll for perception.
I rolled a 14.
I
Proximo
roll.
got a 19.
Okay, so we'll use those. In the faint distance, you hear clanging. Like a.
Okay, so there is some
Yeah.
activity. Okay, so we'll be advanced. Oh wow! I can just see things as I move my dude about. Okay, we'll just be making our way forward then.
Okay.
Give my roll 20 a second. Also, I'm going to say now I'm probably going to need a token of a creature for when I transform.
Depends what you're going to transform into.
Well, I might take a boar for currently,
Right.
or if I'm allowed, a direwolf. Because it is a CR1 creature.
Right. Okay. We'll come. Okay. Well, I'll see what I can find.
What about
Oh yeah. He's
Is it possible for Is it possible for us as players to ping the map?
Hold the left mouse click.
Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, we're making our way forwards towards this. What I'm assuming is a doorway.
Sorry,
of
I
some
need
sort.
to reopen Roll20. It has completely crashed for me.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to come up with a marching order?
Well, I'm first because I've got the torch.
How about I go first, as I can see further?
Well, fair enough. I'll come back 5
Okay.
feet and I'll let the dwarf go forward.
Okay, come through the doorway.
Okay.
So, Thoven and Proxon, I think you should probably stick together with. Was it Drayson? Yeah.
Also, DM, I think you've put the light on Proximo instead of me. I'm the one who actually has the torch.
Yeah.
When Proximo moves, the lighting moves instead of when I move. That's all.
There we go.
I really need a new PC.
Right. Mr. Dwarf, gesturing forward for you to go forward.
So I'll move as soon as I can. If you move me, if I look at the stream, which is... If you also open the map page on the stream...
Have I not done that?
No.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Rejoin as player.
Zoom in a bit.
I will go to...
That map you've got up is what you can see, not what we can see. We can only see a crack of light for sure.
So I'll go to the door first. And see what I can see through it.
Okay. Roll perception.
That I can do. Come on. No, don't. Give me a second. This is an old PC. It doesn't like... Don't freeze. I know it's a +3.
Give me 1 sec, I'll have a look now.
Sorry, my whole Chrome has just crashed.
Yeah, I'd like an excuse. Oh, yeah, it's fine. I rolled a 20.
Oh,
I'll take my 20.
Okay, so your perception. And your rolls are...
You just rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1 with a +3. So 4.
your nose.
Pardon?
So you see the spot on the bottom of your nose.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
Sure. I'll use my inspiration to reroll.
Nat 1. What a fucking roll. First one of the game, well done.
That is the first one. Okay, so 18. Excellent. That's better.
That'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Do I not get advantage for it being dwarven in texture?
Do you want to roll advantage? I don't think you do, because you haven't rolled history or...
No. But I know it's
but
a
you do
dwarven
have,
excavation.
You have stone sense, though, don't you?
Yeah. Oh. This
Well,
stone...
You got an 18. I don't think you're going to roll better than that.
I might get that 20, but I'll save it at an 18. Probably won't get better than that.
Oh, actually, you haven't got stone sense down as your...
Oh no, I'm a hill dwarf.
Oh, no, I'm actually looking at the wrong person.
build.
Wow. I think I'm the same as most humans.
Stone cutting. Whenever you make an intelligent history check,
Worth a shot.
well, you can look at the stone wall and see if it tells you anything.
Oh,
No?
Yeah, it's been worked. Yeah, that's a wall, all right.
Someone has excavated this site.
Damn, you're good.
Um,
Okay, and my chrome has
yeah, all you
decided
see
to...
is rubbles, collapsed walls. You can see faintly a looks like possibly a well. But you can tell that it's been
Okay.
sort of at some point it's been ransacked, and you can see a couple of what look like crushed bones.
Do they look fresh?
Yes. Sorry, what was that?
Do the bones look fresh?
No, but you can see what looks like campfires that kind of look like they've been quite recent.
Okay.
Yeah, recently done, but there's nothing else there.
Can I hear anything coming from further in?
You can hear a bit more. You can hear a little hustle and bustle. Those are words I don't think
Okay,
I've ever
so
actually
sort
used
of-
before, but you can hear some scraping, and it's a bit closer than what Proximo heard previously.
So I'll sort of point the direction to them guys and just be like, here's some scurrying coming from further in.
Well, as soon as I come in here with that torch, they're going to know we're here.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys hide as best you can, and I'll come in behind you.
And I'll try and hide in the first... Is that an outlet?
So, sorry?
I'll hide in that first little outlet on the left by the well.
Okay, here.
I'm literally relying on the Roll20 on Twitch right now because my thing
Okay.
isn't responding.
And Proximo and Thoven, I suggest you hang back and try and
Okay.
remain hidden behind me, because you're not going to be able to see inside.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't mind.
Well,
I don't mind being the target if I'm holding the
Well-
torch.
Thing is, if you're a target, I don't know if you can take as big a hit as Prox can.
No, but I'm holding the lamp. And it's going to be a bigger surprise if a big lump of metal comes out of nowhere and scares the living shit out of him.
True, but depending on what it is, might hear him before they see him.
But I have a few skills that might make things harder to hit me.
Okay.
With Thestic's rustling,
Wait, you moved me a bit too far forward. The building in front of the door.
oh, right here. Okay,
I wouldn't have walked around that corner without them guys.
that's fair.
So once my new friends Proximo and Thoven are hidden, well, I think they're hidden, I will venture in cautiously.
Okay. So I'll put Thovin on the other side. Okay, do you want to move yourself?
Yep.
Okay, the noise coming seems to have quietened down because you're not stealthing. Do you want to stealth?
I can't while I'm holding
No,
the
that's very
torch,
true.
can I?
Well, you can stealth
I
with disadvantage.
Do you know what? I'm going to try. I am going to try.
Because you're holding a sort of lantern-y type torch, aren't you, or is it an open flame?
That will be an 8.
The torches in the normal torches are literally a stick with cloth
Yeah,
wrapped
okay.
around them and tarpaulin on them.
On fire.
Yeah. Or it would be a lantern is the other option, which
No,
are like
they're
100
torches, they're
gold.
not
Do you want to proceed a little bit forward?
Right, I think that was. What did I just move? 15 feet, I
Yeah.
think. 5,
Okay,
10,
why is Chrome acting up again?
50. Ooh, the darkness closes in.
Okay, as you move forward to that space, everything falls to silence, and you hear a gruff voice shout out, "Who goes there?"
What language is it in and what?
Does it sound dwarven?
It's dwarvish.
Okay,
I believe I can understand dwarf. Let me just check. Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Primordial. No, I can't.
we came to check to see how you are. I'm shouting that back in Dwarvish.
Right, okay. Do you... Oh, please tell me you don't want to... Fuck. Who are you? Why are you here?
Sent from the
Come no closer. We have guards. We will repel any attacks.
Why do you think we're attacking you? We just said we came to check on you. Get it through that thick skull of yours.
So you've
That's
come
what
here,
am I
you've not
saying?
mentioned your names. You don't know who you're... Do you know who you're looking for? Why are you here? Come out where we can see you.
Dumb or something.
Festuk, stop. I'm sure what you're saying is very dumb. What are they saying?
We'll just turn and look at him and go, they're morons.
Okay, so Proximo will call out and say, "We've been sent from Phandalin," in common. So he doesn't speak Dwarvish.
That's it. We've been sent from Phandalin. I'll shout in Dwarvish.
Prove it. Who sent you?
The mayor who doesn't leave his house. You dumb bleep.
Right. Come forward with your weapons. I don't know what the term is. What is the term? Sheathed.
She?
You want us to...
No.
I was about to say, you want us to walk out with our weapons out?
Just
I'll walk around the corner and just
arms
give him a
up.
look of...
Proceed slowly. And with that, you see...
I
you
will
see,
hold my right hand in front of me and a certain finger up as I walk towards him.
Yeah, I'll put both hands up, even though I'm carrying the torch in one of them, and move towards the well.
And sort of give him the look of, are you happy now? I have told you who I am.
You've not told me who you are. Who are you? What is your name?
Give me your name and I'll give you mine.
Don't mess with me right now, boy.
Isn't that...
As I said,
isn't that
we have
usually the
weapons
custom?
trained on you right now. What is your name?
How many of them are there?
I'm not telling you.
Now, how many can I see?
You can't see any. Oh, actually, no. No, you can't. You can see what looks like one person behind a pile of rocks. But that's all you can see at the moment.
Okay, so I can see one person hiding behind rocks. I'm just going to look directly at him and make it obvious I'm looking directly at him.
Well, what is your name?
And give me yours and I'll tell you mine. That is usually the custom, or have you forgotten it?
So he turns to whispers over to someone else. Oh, do you know what the fuck they're talking about?
Yeah, I'm going to move to there so they can clearly see me holding this lovely torch.
You, stop. Don't come any closer until we say so. Get ready, men. We don't know who they are. No.
I will reply in common.
You've...
I will reply in common. As you can see, I'm unarmed.
Except for that sword that you have at your belt.
A dagger.
Dagger.
Phandalin, and we've been sent to check on you.
We have been sent by the useless mayor of Phandalin. to warn you about a current situation. That's all we're here for. We're here for your benefit, not ours.
What do you think? You hear him whisper over to someone else. We can see. They're not what we.
Child?
Shut up, boy.
Boy?
Forgive my friend is a bit impulsive, and that's coming from me.
All of this is coming in out. All of this was coming out in Dwarven at them.
They're talking to each other in Dwarven. Well, they're not normally what we have to deal with. Let's see what happens. Right.
Get your boss. You're obviously too incompetent to deal with this.
Right. So they turn to you and just say in common, right, proceed slowly into the room.
Just walks through.
And as you enter the room, you sort of see that there's a partially collapsed 10-foot wall that separates the courtyard from the settlement, rest of it, which is where you're about to enter.
I'll stop there, just short of them, so they can clearly see I'm unarmed apart from this dagger and a dart in my boot.
Okay. Yeah, so when you enter it, you see 3 heaps of rubble are piled in the area. Hewn from the canyon's back wall, a 30-foot temple facade features steps rising to a stone platform. Cut into the facade is a 10-foot high open doorway flanked by crumbling, life-size granite statues of cloaked dwarves. Evil grins can be seen from their weather-worn faces. And as you walk into the room, you see 2 dwarves, each behind a pile of rocks on either side.
How old do they look?
That's a really good question. Doesn't actually say they're all there, but we'll say they're within sort of 200s.
Okay,
which seems
so
to be an acceptable age for dwarves.
with how they're acting, I thought they were younger than 100. They were acting like children.
Right.
So yeah,
Now, who are you? And what message did you say you brought from the mayor?
So I will give a formal bow, respectfully.
Don't bow to them.
And say, my name is Drayson Khan. I come from, can't remember the name of the village now. Faladin, is it?
Fandalin.
Fandalin.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Fandalin.
come from Fandalin. The mayor sent us. There is a grave situation going on around. I don't know if you've heard of it. Apparently there is a white dragon terrorizing the region. We've been sent to warn you. That is all.
That would explain what we've been dealing with here recently.
Aside from your incompetence.
Again, boy, shut up. Right.
If he said that in common, I apologise for my young friend.
Just stare at you like.
Fine. Come
Really?
Come in. Sit down, and we'll talk more about this situation. And you can tell me more about this dragon.
I can't tell you much more. I don't know much. I've just been sent as a messenger to warn you, to give you a heads up that it's around.
It's a white dragon attacking the area.
We've had to deal with a manticore that was displaced by the beast, and it's feeding on the local area. So I should think that any wildlife or any creatures as such will be spooked and hunting or hiding at any place they can find. So you have to be careful.
Right. That would explain. So we've been fending off against small bands of orcs. They've been trying to get in here. I'm guessing from what you've said, they're here for shelter, or at least are trying to ransack these ruins.
How many of you are here?
As I said, we're numbering 2.
There's just the two of you.
Yes.
Then I suggest you abandon these ruins and head back to Van Dalen for safety.
That explains a lot.
Well, we'd rather finish what we've started here, but you might be able to actually help us. How many of there are you?
4 of us.
There are 4 of us.
Right. I should also. Okay, so.
How many orcs have been ransacking this place?
Right, so Thovin's still back outside. Where would you've moved him?
He'd have been hiding and following.
Right, so he would have come into the room with you guys. Okay.
Yeah, but he'd been hiding until the last minute.
No problem. Okay, so there's 4 of you. Would you be interested in helping us out? Further into the ruins, there are some strange creatures that we need to get rid of because they're hindering our excavations.
What kind of strange creatures?
So I suppose you can call them jelly? Big mounds of jelly?
Can I make a knowledge roll on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nature or Arcana or anything?
Try nature.
Right, I get a +0 to this bad boy.
Fox might have a go as well.
Well, now this has
wow.
responded.
That'd be an 8. Yeah, I have no idea what you're on about.
You know, there's creatures out there that are jelly shaped, but you can't quite put your finger on them at the moment.
I got a nat 20 for my nature roll,
Okay.
but with -1, that's a 19.
Right. So you've recognised the.
Congrats on the first nat 20 of the game, Dan.
Yay! Just after the first nat 1.
Yeah, that's it. It's all downhill from now on.
You've heard of jelly creatures that hide in the dark or use similar environments to survive. You know, as an ochre jelly or large ooze. Yeah.
You're struggling to kill oozes. What have dwarven warriors become these days?
You, Tessa, you actually have heard of these things? Or you, Proximo?
I actually have, yeah. I think they're ochre jellies. They're large ooze creatures. Don't know too much about them other than that.
I don't know if my roll showed up yet, but I did roll it because it finally responded.
We haven't seen anything on Roll20.
DM, would I have any possible flashbacks at these, the mention of these things? No. Right.
You just remember that there was some jelly type things, but you've kind of heard of them, but you don't know that much about them.
Well, I've been stuck in a monastery most of my life, so I have no idea what the hell these things are.
So we don't know what you've rolled, Festuk.
Should show up eventually.
Can I ask why this ruin is so important to you when you have oozes on the inside, you have orcs on the outside trying to get in, and then you have a white dragon tearing up the place?
Above you.
Surely your lives are more important than these ruins.
Oh, this we feel that this ruin holds something. It used to be a temple to a a temple where people were sacrificed. So,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
well,
Sacrifice?
yes, from our research, it was for the god Abathor. Essentially, it's the dwarven god of greed, if you can believe in such things.
I believe in gods. I don't get along.
Yes,
What do I know of that god?
do a history check. Roll history.
I'll do a religion.
Yeah, can do.
It's just the same as my history
Yep.
check. So I thought related to gods it'd be religion, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's also trying to remember, so it'd be history.
Oh, true. Here, if it shows up. Because roll 20 is still acting up a bit. 10 o'clock on a Friday, it's active.
Nothing's come through. What I do find sometimes with D&D Beyond is you have to click on features and traits for it to...
It's not that what's acting up, it's the roll 20 part what's acting
Right,
up.
okay. What did we roll?
On my end, it came up 12.
Right, okay. So, for 12, okay. What you vaguely remember, that, yes, god of greed, but the main thing for human sacrifices, or for sacrifices, would be blood and gemstones during the solar eclipses.
Okay.
I have no love for the gods.
Yeah. So, yeah, bad things happened if if the god wasn't happy with the sacrifices. So,
Well, I don't understand your obsession with this place. However, I do respect your decision and your courage.
well,
Well, by the
we can
sound of it,
make
you're
it worth your while.
You're after greed. You want gemstones when there's a dragon and orcs.
You say that, but what kind of dwarf are you that doesn't want that?
One what likes my life.
So,
There are times to gather things, but you get those gemstones and die, and both fall into the hands of the orcs. How shamed are your ancestors for you losing them?
how shamed are our ancestors for not searching?
You know where they are. Come back with greater numbers.
There are no greater numbers.
There's dwarfs around the place. You tell enough of them what this is here, pretty sure they'll come and help. Or do you not want to share?
What are you implying?
You're followers of the god. You're just trying to reclaim his property.
Well, maybe so, but that's down to us. So,
At this point, Sid's shaking his
would
head.
you be interested?
Bloody gods, they always get the better of everybody.
Nothing what has been sacrificed for is worth risking your life over.
So,
Before we do anything, how many orcs are we talking about?
what orcs?
You mentioned orcs were ransacking this place.
Yes, but they've been repelled. We haven't had a group for at least a few days.
So what you're saying is they're building their numbers to hit again.
I don't know. My brother and I have done quite well to hold them off.
Have you ever known orcs to give up on something they've set their mind to?
All I've got to say to you is, if we take care of these ooze things, you're still going to have to deal with these orcs and whatever else comes this way because it's being hunted or fleeing from this dragon.
maybe so, but we could continue our excavations from this point forward. As you can see, they point to the corridor just behind them. It looks like there used to be a secret door there, but oh no, the secret door is to the on the inside. But ignore that. Balls. You can see what looks like a small corridor, and the light faintly kicks in, goes in the inside. And they just say we can secure ourselves in there and continue our work. So it's the possibility of dealing with ogres, or just you take on these oozes and you get what do we have that we can spare?
How much rations did you bring with you?
Us. We've
Tell me
each,
it's at least 2 weeks worth.
we've got 10 days each, and we have
So
orders.
how long have you?
We're fine.
So you've got 10 days left, or is that how many you're left with?
That's how much we have left each.
Okay. So you can at least hold off for 10 days. Who's to say you find anything in those 10 days?
I don't know. Been pretty lucky so far. If you don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine. Where did you say you were from? Van Dalen? We are loath to go back to that shithole. I mean, that place.
You know, you was right.
Shit.
Our job really didn't involve escorting anybody back, so it's up to you whether
right,
you stay or not.
Our job was just to come warn them, and then we get 50 gold for it.
Yeah. So you mentioned there are oozes that you want taken care
Yes.
of. Okay. So how much money are you able to offer?
I can't really offer money, but we can offer you what we found a magical item.
Okay.
They're essentially sending stones, but you can send messages to each other.
Ah. That
That
might
could
be
be
worth
handy.
something.
So you found some sending stones.
Yes. Only a pair though. That's the. We haven't found
Okay.
any others.
Would it be possible to talk to the person who's in charge of the dig?
That would be my brother.
Oh, okay.
And
It's literally
his brother turns
still
to him
a
and
bet.
goes, "That would be my brother."
Well, if one of you could write us a note to the mayor of Fandolin saying that we came and warned you and sign it for us. But in the meantime, you can show us where these oozes are.
And before we go, let's get the note. And somebody tell me exactly what I'm dealing with these damn oozes, because I ain't got
Well-
a goddamn idea.
You're gonna have fun punching acid.
Acid?
They're basically balls of acid.
How the hell do you kill a ball of acid?
With heart,
Set it on
faith,
fire?
and steel. Sorry,
Yes.
couldn't help it.
Well, the balls of acid, and they tend to have a bit more congealed centers where the neurons or things like that are.
When you're talking about what the describing the uses, one of the brothers grabs the pen and a paper, starts scribing a letter.
Thank you. And I take the letter as soon as he's done.
I quickly read it to make sure it says it's not like we promised them help or anything. Or
You keep hold of that, because I got a funny feeling I'm going to be getting splashed with acid.
It'll generally read, "Dear Townsmaster, your colleagues have informed us about the impending danger from the White Dragon, but we're going to remain here and seal ourselves in for now. Thank you. Any aid you can provide, please, Ed. The best. Dazzling and Norbus.
Okay, so I've not mentioned what they're digging for. Good. Because I bet as soon as I mention it, the town master will go,
Ooh,
greed,
ka-ching.
yay, money, give me money.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, it's just you guys stay here while we investigate these oozes.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like we've got to go slap an ooze.
If you two dwarves show us where the users are
Um,
and tell us wherever you know.
last sighting, they were further on down the corridor towards the deeper end of the temple.
Well, they? How
Okay.
many are we talking?
Sorry?
You said they. How many are we talking about?
We saw one.
So it,
Yeah.
not they.
Yeah.
If there's more than one, the price goes up.
Unfortunately, we've only got these sanding stones. Which, if you're not interested in them, you can just sell them. But, yeah.
You know, nothing good ever comes from these bloody gods. I start walking down.
Wait,
Can you
It
show us how
depends.
the stones work?
It's
it depends.
quite simple.
Sorry.
Just have one other person, and once a day you touch it and you can send messages to them.
At the end, the light thing is still in a small circle thing on me.
Yeah, that's 10 feet of light.
Should be 20.
I thought it was 20. Was it?
No, 20 feet of light and then 20 feet of dim light after that. So,
It's worth doing a little pack lunch.
Sorry.
So 20 feet of bright light and then 40 foot dim.
Yeah.
I've got 5 more feet so I can see into this
There we
doorway. Yeah, I'm moving nice and steady and I will look into this doorway.
Okay. So you're currently in. You just leave the dusty foyer. So. Okay.
Oh, and Thoven will be hiding in the shadows. But
I'll be keeping up with him because for some reason Roll20 still doesn't want to work for me.
I was trying to tell you something.
Okay. What's your marching order?
Well, I've got the light source, so I believe me and Proxima will be joint first, shall we say?
So
Yeah.
we put Thoven
Sure.
after you. Are
Yeah.
you
But he's,
sta-
can he make a stealth roll because he wants to be stealthy so we can get his sneak attack?
He's also probably wanting the money because being a gambler, he wants things. to sell.
yeah, sneak attack generally sort of works with when you're behind them.
Whenever you get advantage into it.
If you're behind them, yeah.
With Flanky Panky.
Okay.
Can I see anything in this?
From
room?
this point, you can see that faintly there's an altar in front of you. You can see faint bits of dried blood or dark lines on it, and you can tell that the two brothers haven't proceeded beyond this point. But at the moment, you can't really see anything.
I will point out to everybody that there is a door waiting behind me, and I'm just going to check that.
Yeah, you can also see that to your left that there is what was a secret room with the door hanging off. But there's nothing there but rubble.
So,
Do I need to make a perception check?
No,
or-
there's nothing in there.
All anyone says.
so because it's almost 11 o'clock,
Did you want to stop it there?
shall we continue? Because I was thinking
Yeah,
before we get
can we?
into combat, that way next week we'll have everyone.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And also, hopefully next week my Roll20 will be acting fine in time.
Well,
Yeah. I'll have a working camera hopefully by then as
In
well.
which case, then, do you want to go back to the brothers and have a take a rest?
Okay.
We'll go take a rest with the brothers.
Oh, you took out for lunch.
Need to move Thorin back as well.
There we go.
Okay.
So just in case, set yourselves to short rest or long rest. And we'll say for the moment, but you can hear throughout the night you take various watches, and the only thing you can hear is just a little gloop, gloop, and scraping, but that's about it. What you can do is, that's all you hear for the moment.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
Fine.
All right.
Have the dinner.
Give me one
Never
sec.
have a lunch, so you slept at night.
Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to leave it at that for tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed. This is our first game for us, and it is really my first time as a DM, so you'll have to bear with me with any mistakes that I make, and there's going to be reading of the Essentials book. So we'll be back again next Friday at 7:30ish, give or take a couple of minutes. So thank you very much. Hopefully I'll be putting this up on YouTube at some point this week. Hopefully catch you soon. Have a good weekend, keep safe, and see you soon. Bye.